The Nephilim are among the most enigmatic figures in ancient lore, capturing the imaginations of theologians, historians, and mythologists alike. Rooted primarily in the Hebrew Bible, their story intertwines with Second Temple literature, like the Book of Enoch and the Book of Jubilees, and resonates through the echoes of Greek mythology, which shares similar themes of divine beings and giants. The narrative of the Nephilim spans from the early chapters of Genesis to the rich tapestry of ancient Jewish thought, painting a complex picture of beings that straddle the realms of the divine and the mortal. The earliest and most direct mention of the Nephilim appears in the Old Testament, specifically in Genesis 6:1-4. When human beings began to increase in number on the earth and daughters were born to them, the sons of God saw that the daughters of humans were beautiful, and they married any of them they chose. Then the Lord said, "My spirit will not contend with humans forever, for they are mortal. Their days will be 120 years. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also afterward, when the sons of God went to the daughters of humans and had children by them. They were the heroes of old, men of renown." This passage, shrouded in mystery, suggests that the Nephilim were the offspring of the sons of God and the daughters of men. The identity of the sons of God has been debated throughout history, with interpretations ranging from fallen angels, demigods, to the righteous lineage of Seth. The Nephilim are depicted as mighty beings, heroes of old and men of renown, suggesting a stature or capability that set them apart from ordinary humans. The brief and cryptic nature of this passage leaves much to the imagination, and it has fueled countless interpretations. What stands out, however, is the sense of transgression, heavenly beings mingling with mortals, resulting in beings that defy natural order. This act, seen as a breach of divine boundaries, is believed by some to be one of the catalysts for the Great Flood, a divine response to the corruption spreading across the earth. The most dominant and accepted view has been the reality that these were indeed real angels, who had relations with real women and begot hybrid creatures, the real giants of old. The narrative of the Nephilim is expanded significantly in Second Temple literature, particularly in texts like the Book of Enoch and the Book of Jubilees, which provide a more detailed account of their origins and fate. These texts, though not considered canonical in most Jewish and Christian traditions, offer a fascinating glimpse into the beliefs and traditions that shaped early Jewish thought. The Book of Enoch, particularly the section known as the Book of the Watchers, elaborates on the brief account in Genesis, detailing the descent of 200 angels, called the Watchers, led by Shemyaza and Azazel. These angels are captivated by the beauty of human women and make a pact to descend to earth, where they take wives and father giants, often identified as the Nephilim. The giants, described as enormous and violent, bring chaos and bloodshed, teaching humanity forbidden knowledge, including sorcery, warfare, and the use of cosmetics. Enoch, a righteous man and scribe, is chosen by God to act as a mediator and messenger, delivering God's judgment to the Watchers. The giants are condemned and the Watchers are bound and cast into the abyss to await final judgment. The giants, meanwhile, are destroyed by a combination of divine intervention and the flood, their spirits becoming malevolent entities, demons that continue to plague humanity. The Book of Jubilees, another significant Second Temple text, reiterates and expands upon the story of the Nephilim, aligning closely with Enoch's account. It emphasizes the sin of the Watchers and the resulting corruption of mankind, which ultimately leads to the flood. Jubilees also stresses the role of Noah and his descendants in cleansing the earth of the lingering influence of these giants and their unholy progenitors. In these texts, the Nephilim are not just physical giants, but represent the contamination of divine order, a theme that underscores the importance of maintaining the boundaries between heaven and earth, human and divine. Their story becomes a cautionary tale about the consequences of overstepping these boundaries and the enduring impact of sin. The themes surrounding the Nephilim find echoes in Greek mythology, giving credence to the Bible's authenticity, where the interactions between gods and mortals frequently give rise to heroes, demigods, and giants. The Greek myths of the gigantes, giants, the offspring of Gaia, Earth, and Uranus, sky, bear striking similarities to the Nephilim narrative, particularly in their rebellious nature and immense strength. One of the most prominent myths involving giants is the Gigantomachy, the epic battle between the Olympian gods and the giants. The gigantes, often depicted as monstrous beings of immense size and power, sought to overthrow the gods, but were ultimately defeated by the Olympians with the help of heroes like Heracles. This conflict represents the struggle to maintain cosmic order against chaotic primal forces, a theme resonant with the biblical and Enochian tales of the Nephilim. Furthermore, Greek mythology is replete with stories of gods consorting with mortals, resulting in the birth of heroes like Hercules, Perseus, and Theseus. These heroes, much like the Nephilim, occupy a liminal space between the divine and human, possessing extraordinary abilities but often facing tragic fates due to their divided natures. This theme of hybridity, of beings that belong to both the divine and mortal realms, reflects a broader ancient understanding of the dangers and allure of crossing cosmic boundaries. The legacy of the Nephilim extends beyond ancient texts into modern interpretations and popular culture. Their story has been used to explore themes of power, corruption, and the intersection of the divine with the human. In many ways, the Nephilim serve as archetypal figures that challenge the limits of human experience, embodying the consequences of hubris and the complexities of divine-human interactions. In later Jewish and Christian interpretations, the Nephilim were often viewed symbolically, representing the sinful nature of humanity or the dangers of mingling the sacred with the profane. For instance, in early Christian writings, the fall of the Watchers and the birth of the Nephilim were used as allegories for the spread of evil and the need for redemption. Even today, the Nephilim capture the imagination of those intrigued by the possibilities of ancient giants and lost knowledge. They feature prominently in conspiracy theories, speculative fiction, and discussions about the potential overlap between myth, history, and spirituality. The Nephilim remind us of a time when the world was wilder, less ordered, and more interconnected with the divine. A time when giants roamed the earth and the boundaries of heaven and earth were more porous. The story of the Nephilim is a complex and multifaceted narrative that weaves together elements of biblical scripture, Second Temple literature, and Greek mythology. From the mysterious giants of Genesis to the detailed accounts in the Book of Enoch and the parallels found in Greek myths, the Nephilim represent a powerful symbol of the dangers of transgressing divine boundaries. Their tale is one of hubris, divine judgment, and the enduring struggle between order and chaos, a story that continues to resonate across cultures and generations. Whether seen as literal beings or symbolic figures, the Nephilim remain a profound reminder of the ancient world's attempt to grapple with the mysteries of creation, the divine, and the human condition.